All right.
We're almost there. You're all set on my end.
Thank you. I'm going to order this public hearing of the Committee of the Whole of the Council of the District of Columbia. I am Phil Mendelson, Chairman of the Council and Chair of the Committee of the Whole. Today is Thursday, October 6, 2022. The time is 1:33 in the afternoon. This hearing is being conducted virtually. It's live on the Chairman's website, www.chairmanmendelson.com/live. I believe it's streaming on the council's website. Regardless, it's available on the council's website, www.dccouncil.gov. It is being broadcast on council channel cable channel 13, and it's available on the Office of Cable Television website, which is entertainment.dc.gov. The subject of this afternoon's hearing is Bill 24-124, the WMATA Board of Directors Amendment Act of 2021. Notice in this matter was published at least a month ago. I believe it was published in August. The stated purpose of Bill 24-124, entitled the WMATA Board of Directors Amendment Act of 2021, is to simplify the requirements for appointment and service on the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority Board of Directors. This includes eliminating the requirement for appointees to file annual reports with the council, since the same information is already available from the WMATA Board Secretary. It also includes eliminating the limit on terms, because reappointments should be at the discretion of the council. And moreover, over the past decade, if not in the history of our appointments, the average tenure of board members from the district has been less than 4 years, and 4 years is the term. In fact, for many years, there was no term prescribed for members of the WMATA board, the council's appointments to the WMATA board. It was only a few years ago that we added the 4 years as a term. But as I said, over the years, the turnover has been so frequent that the average has been less than 4 years. The legislation also simplifies the rather lengthy, somewhat confusing, and somewhat ambiguous qualification standards, which were broad enough that almost anybody would qualify, and therefore didn't serve much meaning other than to be confusing. The legislation, Bill 24-124, would require instead that to be eligible for appointment, an individual shall have a demonstrated interest in public transportation and experience sufficient to represent the district well on the board. I'm pleased with the caliber of appointments that the council has made to the WMATA board in recent years. And for the benefit of the public, I keep referring to the council making the appointments because under the WMATA compact, it's the council that makes the appointments. And we have over the years been open to suggestions from the mayor regarding some of those appointments. One issue that this legislation does not address that is of concern to me is that the compact permits the jurisdictions to have 2 members each and 2 alternates each. But the Commonwealth of Virginia several years ago adopted legislation stating that if any of the alternates attend a regular board meeting and or sit at the table with the board, that Virginia will not pay the dedicated funding that it's otherwise obligated to pay. And as a result, the alternates have been essentially banned from the meetings of the WMATA board, which in turn makes it difficult for them to participate when they're needed because they have missed previous board meetings. But that's not being addressed in this legislation. This legislation simply addresses the requirements for eligibility for appointment, as well as the reporting requirements, since that information is already available through the WMATA board secretary, and nothing's gained by that additional burden. That's essentially what the bill is about. The record in this matter will be open for 2 weeks. That is, it will close at 5 p.m. on October 20th. Again, the record will close at 5 p.m. on October 20th. We published this notice at least a month ago. I believe it was in August, actually, when we published the notice of this hearing. And we do not have any public witnesses or the executive wishing to testify. And as a result, I'm going to bring this hearing to a close. Again, this has been on Bill 24-124, WMATA Board of Directors Amendment Act of 2021. The record will be open for 2 weeks. The time is now 1:38 in the afternoon, and this hearing is adjourned.